Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Super excited to talk about this today, and it's about working for free. Should you work for free? Maybe. Let's get into it right now. So over on my podcast, MattReport.com, where I interview digital business owners, primarily in the WordPress space, but in this particular episode it was my friend Kim Doyle, and she's actually sort of getting out of the WordPress space, if you will. And we talked about getting into a new market, launching your practice for the first time. What do you do? And one of the tips that came up was working for free. We hear this from a whole bunch of sort of maybe power marketing players like a Gary Vaynerchuk, who I always talk about on this show. So I love this discussion of working for free. And my friend John Locke commented below, and sort of playing the devil's advocate, or not really the devil's advocate, but this is how he truly feels, is don't sell yourself short. Certainly charge at least something for the work that you do. Don't put out free work because it generally leads to bad business. And how I want to preface this before I get into this whole discussion here is John's a veteran. He knows what happens. He's seen a lot of different scenarios play out in his career, as have I. And one of the things that happens is you might start saying, well, I'm going to start building websites for people. It's super easy, and it is. It's super easy to get out there and put something together and charge people a couple $100. And I can do that, and I can be a web designer, and I can make a little side living, or I can make a career out of it, however you decide on, which path you want to go. But what happens is people sell the front end of it short because they're super amped up. They like designing things and moving things around a website. But then what they forget is you're generally building a website for somebody who's building a business, building a brand, and they need results from that. And they don't know what they don't know. You as the consultant, you're the one that they're going to say, hey, build me this website. What you have to realize is if that's their livelihood, if this is their mechanism to attract more people, convert people onto their website, sell people on things, it's going to be a whole heck of a lot more than just building that website. You're going to need content, you're going to need to do marketing, you're going to need to do SEO, you're going to need to do paid promotion, you're going to need to do social media, engagement, video, Instagram, all of this stuff that makes that website really perform. There's no more set and forget nowadays. It just doesn't work that way anymore. It's not as easy as it used to be. And that's sort of the point that John is bringing out. Like, don't sell the front end of it short, because that's the low-hanging fruit in an overall online business, is getting a website up and running. Because when you start selling the front end short, your customer or your client doesn't realize that, well, I only paid you a couple $100 to build the website, but now you want $5,000 a month for me to manage it? Like, where's the disconnect? Why is there such a big disconnect here? That's sort of John's worry / reasoning for leaving the comment on the post. Go ahead to the post and read it and check it out. He's got some very very valid points there, and I generally agree with him. But if you're asking yourself, am I ready to work for free? Am I ready to do a free project? I would say that the best footing that you would have to even entertain doing free for somebody is look at your background on customer service, project management, customer expectations, and the selling process. And if you go back to my last video that I published, it was all about selling and being a great salesperson, and some key points in there that you might use for this scenario. The idea is, if you don't have the groundwork laid for all of that stuff, time management, project management, customer expectations, selling to a customer, what are you getting for the value and time, and so on and so forth, it's going to be really hard to navigate the waters of free. And maybe that's where John comes from, and I know that's where a lot of people might come from, where they're just like, they don't know any of this business, and they just start doing things for free, and it's this domino effect of just failure, right? Of just things that aren't going the right way. So if you haven't ever experienced this stuff before, certainly charge something. Don't do it for free, to John's point. However, if you're jumping into a new vertical, or you're at the $500 website right now, but you need to get to the $5,000 website, and you just don't know how to get there, doing work for free to build a portfolio and learning an industry is a great way to make that leap. Let's talk about that right now. I think that when you are getting into a new field in this space, online the online digital space, either as a web developer, a web designer, a marketing person, whatever it is that you might be doing, content writer, there will be times that working for free or discounting your work is going to have an extreme advantage over struggling with how much do I charge this customer. I'm new to the space. I might not fully understand it or grasp the space that I'm in. I don't have a Rolodex of clientele that I've worked with before. So I need to find something. I need to land on a project that's going to amplify me. And this is when I really start getting into, if I were going into a new space, yes, I would work for free as long as the expectations of both myself and the customer align. So what do I mean by expectations aligning? Like, you want to do work for free, but you don't want to do 3,000 hours worth of free work. You want to do something that's reasonable to the value that you're getting and the value that you're providing to the customer. And on the customer side, you don't want them thinking, I'm just going to throw 3,000 hours worth of development work at this person, and they're going to, rifle through it and put this all of this stuff together for free for me. You have to set those expectations, and that starts by just having that conversation with a customer. So I know John does SEO for manufacturers. And remember, John has whatever he has, a decade's worth of knowledge in this space or more. So if he just made that decision today, I want to be an SEOer for manufacturers, but I have no manufacturers under my belt. He approached General Electric, or General Electric approached him and said, hey, we need to build a landing page for this new electric jet engine. It doesn't burn fuel. It uses big batteries that are energized by the sun as a plane is flying, but we don't got any money. We got no money to pay you. We're General Electric, billions and billions or maybe trillions of dollars, I don't know. We don't get the money to pay you for this landing page website that we need to promote this new engine that's going to be on national television. John could say, well, you're General Electric. I'm going to charge you $100,000 to do this simple landing page. Or John could say, you know what? I'll do it for you for free. So long as you give me a case study, I can talk about this. I can talk about the entire process. I can talk about working with the General Electric team, the marketing team. Maybe I can do a video on it, and a video interview with the team, how great John did a job building this landing page and building links to it, that kind of thing. And John can put his tag at the bottom of this landing page. This is where we start negotiating those expectations. So John could lose the sale because he was asking for $100,000, and General Electric said, I just told you we have no money. I don't care how big you think we are. There's no budget to do this. We're just looking for somebody to do it super cheap. Or he forgoes the $100,000 that he thinks he can get from General Electric, fair number for that size company. He forgoes that money and he goes for the free route with the exchange of case study, video testimonial, and his site link at the bottom of the page so people can find him to do the same kind of work from them. This immediately amplifies John's presence in the manufacturing space for SEO and website creation. Working for free, although it can greatly benefit your business because you're out there making a splash with new clients that you've never had before, and you're able to repurpose their stories and put them into your business, infinitely getting you more money than if you would have charged them right out of the gate. Charging money also is a great learning lesson in all of this stuff. If you don't want to work for free, is you can look around at your peers and say, okay, what are my peers charging? Are they charging $10,000 for a website? Like, if I look at somebody that I'm aspiring to be, or an agency I'm aspiring to be, they charge $10,000 for a website, I might go to a potential customer and say, I'm just getting started in this industry. I know a bunch of stuff. You're like, here's my resume. I've got a lot of knowledge under my belt with this stuff, but website creation, not my thing yet, working towards it. Or you don't even have to say that. You can just say it's a special promotion rate where I'm doing it for friends and family only. I'll give you my friends and family discount, 50% off. I normally charge $10,000, 50% off for you, $5,000, or 80% off, $2,000, whatever that number is. So you can sort of align yourself with, here's the industry norm, right? Here's what I'm going to charge in this promotional rate. But you have to give me case study, testimonial, video testimonial, or 2 referrals that you think I'll be able to land another deal with. So you certainly want to exchange some kind of currency, and I feel like a testimonial and a case study is currency, because in a sales negotiation, having that to lean on is tremendous with your new prospect and your new potential customer. But I've found over the years that you're always punching above your weight. If you're doing a good job, you're always punching above your weight to grow your practice, and you will get into at a level where you're not experienced with how a particular customer does something. And the most valuable intelligence that you can have, the most valuable intel in that, is understanding their business. Where are they coming from? And if you can warm up to them by doing something of a discounted project or a free project for the brain power of what their industry goes through, then you can kind of understand how they work. You can sell the next customer because you totally get what they do. You can elevate yourself into that next echelon of customers. Excited to know what you feel about working for free. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take. If you've done it before, I'd love to hear your strategy. It's definitely a way to sort of play with some promotional material. Let me know in the comments below. How have you done free? Has it worked? Has it not worked? Let me know. John, if you're out there watching, go ahead and leave a comment below. It's mattreport.com, mattreport.com/subscribe to join the mailing list. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on the video. Hit the notification bell. We'll see you in the next video.